again for a few nights. It's not the best conditions, to be perfectly honest with you. In fact, it's probably, well, the worst conditions really. The pressure's ridiculous, it's like 1040 plus, but it's, yeah, it's what it is really, isn't it, at the end of the day. You know, I can do 3 nights again. I'm not really sure if I'll sort of go for the 3, just see really. The beginning of the week was brilliant, where I sort of like popped out Monday for a couple of hours, managed to have a fish. Yesterday was pretty good weather, so it'd have been, you know, ideal if we're going to fish Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but it's the way things are, it's the way things are, you know, there's not a lot we can do realistically, you know. But we're on our way, and yeah, we'll have a good look round when we get there. Really getting stumped on where to fish really. I'm starting to understand where the fish are coming from, but they're in such a sort of tight group in such a small area. It's basically, you know, one swim only is where we stand a chance of catching them from, and well, I was convinced that's going to be occupied. It isn't. It'll be a miracle, but there we go. Yeah, so sun's out, which is quite nice. It's quite start of the day. Nice to see the sunshine. Haven't seen it for a while. It's not going to last. That'll be sort of mist and fog, I think. Actually, it's sort of forecast for the next sort of few mornings and lingering into the day. So we'll see. I think I do need a good old look around. So I'm going to get there about 9ish, I think. Or take it from there really, where we end up going. Don't know really. It's one of them things realistically at the moment. Just sort of contemplate my best approach. Yeah. Right, I'll catch up with you later. I'll do a bit of thinking now and we'll see where we go really. Well, here we are, going down my favourite track. Put a little bit of thought into where I'm going to go, and yeah, the wind's basically from northeast, east, a bit of north, so don't know how the fish are going to behave. I'm a bit flummoxed this week, I'll be perfectly honest with you, about where to sort of head. So, not really sure what I'm going to find something I'm really confident in and where I really want to go and stay. I'm actually going to do a complete lap of the lake today, I feel it's necessary. You're going to get a bit blinded by the sun, which is nice, doesn't it? Nice to be blinded by the sun, isn't it, really? Been a lot of rain over the last weekend, I think. There's a lot of cold water gone in. It'll be interesting to see what the surface temperature is if I get my deeper out, how much that's changed from the previous sort of 2 weeks and things. It's been hanging around at just a little bit above 8 and things like that, so it's not too bad, but you know, I have a feeling after, well, I think we had 3 or 4 days of rain. Looks like the main car park is completely empty. Choice of the swim I started off in last week, going out round onto the point or something. Someone's in the call the going swim at the moment, realistically, which doesn't really surprise me because I think that's the best place to sort of be really. Have a look in this bay here. can come up with and fathom out suggestions and things, what people have seen, and bits and pieces. Get me hat and such like, see where we go really. Far side is the sunniest side of the lake really. It's quite good. Beyond that it's a bit rubbish really. I know there's one swim I'd quite like to go in, just have to see. Right, I'm going to catch up with you in a bit. I'll do a little bit more recording in a little while, see what we can fathom out. Well, we are back out. We finally found a swim. Not quite the swim I was planning on heading for. Unfortunately, I sort of broke one of my own sort of little rules today, and when I'm on the way trying to pick and choose a swim, I'm very antisocial. I don't actually stop and talk to people. Well, today I did, and the result was the swim I really fancied, and I was sort of more or less told that's where fish had been seen. Yeah, I missed out on by about less than a minute. Unbelievable. But there we go. That's, you know, that's fishing. That's what occurs, and that's what happens. And you know, I've learnt my lesson, and we shall see. But look at that, unbelievable, like an absolute mill pond. Said clear blue skies, and the pressure is, well, yeah, the pressure is up. Rods are out, bivvy's up, super winter bivvy. That'll keep me warm. Look at that, it's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? We love it. We're not quite sure how many nights we are going to do. We'll just have to wait and see. But the rods are out, halfway probably. I'm just singles at the moment. I'm sort of trying to work out whether it's worth putting any bait out there. I don't know yet. What I might do is just leave it tonight and put some bait out tomorrow. Don't know, we'll see. Got to put a bit of thought into that one. The fish are clearly out there. They're held up for whatever reason they fancy. And if they're going to feed, they also know there's food out there. Now, I don't think people have been baiting up on those particular spots or in that area, so they're there for the naturals and what everything else they can get and forage for. But a few spoms over the top won't do any harm, so we might crack it out later on. Gonna have some lunch and think about it, and so we go really. Right, fingers crossed, and I'll catch up with you. Well, look at that, what an absolute stunning evening. Had to record it, it's absolutely gorgeous. Cannot believe it. It's amazing, just wonderful sunset. But there we go, more could you ask for really. Right, we're heading into the first night. We've seen a few fishy signs, so we're forever hopeful something's gonna crop up. But I'll catch up with you through the night or in the morning if we're lucky, and see where we go really. Look at that, what a splendid start to the day. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Got my bivvy in the background, just about to catch the light. It's absolutely wonderful. Some strange shadow in the foreground. There we go, look at that. Absolutely, I love that. I just love that light on that tree. Just catches it. Even does it in the moonlight. Absolutely gorgeous. Certainly was a crispy one this morning. Just a starry night. There we go. It's looking very definitely winter at the moment. No doubt about it, is there? No doubt about it. Not a bleep. But fish are out there. Definitely out there. There's no two ways about it. I say that because I've actually seen them. It's not a case of, you know, They're definitely out there because I've seen them. You know, once the mist cleared this morning, I sort of got up, had a look. Yeah, and just boshed its head straight out of the water a couple of times, just to make sure I was aware that they're still about. Amazing, really. But there we go. We shall have a go. Our boats are out there. You know, they're slightly more to the left. I saw that one when I'm fishing. Well, it's afternoon on day 2. Still seeing fish. Unfortunately, they're sort of beyond my range at the moment. Can't believe I started recording this and a helicopter's flying over, but there we go. God bless Hampshire. Yeah, so still seeing fish show. They're quite a long way out from the far bank, but the sort of I've probably still got another 20 yards, maybe 10 yards. You can't really tell unless you're looking sort of down the lake. I'm off from them, but I feel I'm as close as I can be. There's only sort of 2 swims that you can night fish that can get close to the swims. The day fishing swims, you just sort of drop it down in the margins, quick flick out. You can't cast out that far to fish those particular spots. So as I said, I'm as close as I can be to them, and that's all I can ever hope for, realistically. My friend Ian came down today for a sort of a day session, and you know, we had a few brews, good chat. He bought me a pasty, chucked his carp rods out. No joy there, but yeah, it's nice to be on the bank. Lovely day, you know, sitting in the sunshine on the chairs, catching up. It's quite nice, realistically. But yeah, it's slow going at the moment, but I'm sure we're gonna get there. I'm not gonna put any more bait out today. I'm not even gonna recast. I'm happy where they landed yesterday. I'm happy that my pop-ups will still be on there. There's no issues at all. So you know, why move them and, you know, potentially put them not quite where you want them by accident? And, it's just gonna leave it. I might, to say, sort of coming up to the 3rd night, I might have a little bit of a play around another little area, just to sort of make sure I haven't sort of missed anything whatsoever, and just sort of see where we go from, you know, realistically. Let me just flick it over and I'll show you the lake. There we go. It's all looking very nice. Sun's going down behind the trees now. It's probably about 3:30ish, 4:15 maybe. So the temperature's starting to drop down now. Sort of feel it in the air, but yeah, we've sort of been sitting outside since about 9 o'clock this morning. So yeah, it's nice to get a bit of sunshine. Proper winter fishing, I call this, rather than sort of wind and rain and stuff. So we're gonna, fingers crossed, you know, they were there this morning, and they're still out there now, and they're active, which is, you know, if they're expending energy, they've got to feed to stock up their supplies. So let's just hope they pop round the corner and find my 2 little spots and have a bit of a munch. But there we go. Right, I shall catch up with you in the morning. If I'm very lucky, I shall catch up with you before then with a fish on the bank. We shall never know, really. Fingers crossed. You've got to be positive, and yeah, you've got to be positive about the whole thing, really. You know, but yeah, it does look beautiful there, doesn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Well, another misty morning. Still no joy. Trees looking as lovely as always. It's starting to melt a little bit around there, which is good. Hopefully it'll be warming up my bivvy a little bit more now over there. It's nice. A bit later getting up this morning. Just sort of chilled out a little bit more. Still quite frosty and cold around this little bit here. The frost was probably as bad as it was previously, mornings and things. I'm not sure if there's going to be a frost tonight. I think it's going to be like 3 degrees maybe tonight. Nice little bit of a blow on the water today around the lake, so that picked up during the night really. That was quite nice. Yeah, we're sort of hopefully you're going to be crunching on my feet, can't you? Looks lovely there, doesn't it? And as I said, that tree looks beautiful. Well, this is where we are. Rods are still where they were. Still beat free. Not much occurring at all, realistically. We're just going to have to keep on hoping and keep on waiting, really. Haven't seen or heard nothing in the last sort of overnight, but I slept incredibly well. Almost because it's so cold, you wrap yourself up in your bag and zip it all the way up and off we go, really. You know, it's all sort of pretty snug, realistically. Frosty unhooking mat, tucked in my bivvy here, you know. We've got my heater on, we've got everything. I'm not quite sure I've still got my heater on, but yeah, it's all nice and warm around there. Everything's all set up. It's just gotta look after yourself in these conditions. It's the only way of surviving winter really nowadays, especially when it's like this. You just can't get cold. So there we go. Yeah, I think might flick the deeper out later on and see if I can sort of pick something up to the left of me. Ian had a few liners when he was fishing there yesterday, so there could be something sort of showing. I'm going to wait until about sort of noon time before I do that. I might even change my right hand rod over so it becomes my left hand rod, and my left hand rod to my right hand rod, and sort of have another fish a little bit more left and see really. We're going to do something today, try and sort of spice up a little bit, hunt them fish. Got to do something for the last night, really have. Right, I'll let you know how we get on and what we end up doing later on. So this breeze is makes it a little bit fresher out here today than it was yesterday. So I'm going back inside at the moment to get me some warmer clothes on before I come and spend some time out here today. Well, sun's going down on the last night. Refreshed the baits, got the rods back on the spot. Nothing wrong with them at all. Crystal clean, absolutely perfect. Been out there for a couple of 48 hours, over 48 hours. So not a lot you can do there. Fingers crossed, things back out there and have another go. Old tea's on, Netflix on, nice cup of coffee, all sorted, all good. And yeah, fingers crossed for the last night really. I want to be gone by sort of, it'd be nice to be gone by 9 tomorrow, maybe 9:30. Spend a sort of couple of days with the family, do perfectly over the weekend. Anyway, that's all we can hope for, that's all we can do. And yeah, fingers definitely crossed and hoping. Well, it's a beautiful misty morning out there. It's actually packing up time for me now. I've got to get going. Said that the wife would be home. Try and get home for 9:30. Like weekend time. Silent all night. Not a bleep. Nothing. Not a bleep. Not a twitch. It's all very peaceful out there. So that's all we can do really. We came, we tried, and we'll be back again next week. The pressure's going to be a bit lower next week. It's still going to be quite high, but at least it's going to be some sort of normality in the weather. I think the next 7 days it's going to be very similar to this. So I think we need a little bit of normality. The up and downs of the weather at the moment, you know, way down low, way down high, way down low, way down high over sort of the period of about 3 days. and winds and rains coming and going, and frosts coming and going. I don't think it does them any good at all. We need a little bit of consistency. So we'll be back out next week. We might slip a day session in first and then come out for a few more nights again and take it from there, really. Right, well, unless I manage to bag a take in the last 45 minutes, etc., that is me done, and I shall catch up with you next time. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and yeah, be with you soon.